everyone. Welcome to the SD Podcast. Another edition, another episode brought to you by Kick Labs, straight, live, and broadcasted here from beautiful North County, San Diego. My name is Victor V, joined by my brother and co-host Smoke Dog. And on this episode, we have our official second guest of the SD Podcast. We got Dave.
I'm honored.
Kicking it with us from the Borrachos baseball crew. It's going to be epic, man. You know it. We're going to go in, talk some Padres, talk some basketball, talk some soccer, and
talk some shit.
And talk some shit. Same thing.
Let's go. All right, fellas. Well, let's jump into it. And shout out to the YouTube, shout out to the Instagram. We're going to run it.
Let's run it. All right, well, let's start off with the NBA draft. Welcome, special guest. The NBA draft happened yesterday. I don't know who the first-round pick was. I don't know who got the first-round pick.
It was some white boy, dude.
Who was the first?
From Duke.
Okay.
From Duke. He has a twin brother that is not the number one pick. This guy, I mean, I don't watch a lot of college basketball, but this guy is phenomenal. And what's weird about this is that the Mavericks got him. 1% chance after trading
Luka.
After it's weird,
okay.
right? I don't know. I don't believe in conspiracies, but it's kind of strange that they got him with a 1% chance, and this guy is a generational player. He really is.
Yeah, I saw a video
Did you
clip.
see that?
Well, not of like the player, but I saw a video clip because you know we just started getting to like card collection. But this guy went to I don't know what store, but he went to his local store and he started buying his own rookie card, mint PSA 10 and all that. Like, yeah. So this guy, he's very confident in his game if he's already out there collecting his own goddamn card.
Man.
You got to know you're that good.
So what's his rookie contract? Do you know?
Well, he haven't signed him. They just picked him. I think rookie contracts come out probably next month.
So I don't want to get
rookie number one picks usually get somewhere $10 million a year. At least.
Shit.
Yeah.
Don't want to get off topic because we still want to talk about and congratulate champions of basketball. But did you guys hear about that rookie contract of Hunter from the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Oh yeah, well
I did hear about that, dude. He didn't want to go there.
well
Dude, no.
Well, here's the thing,
He's getting almost the whole amount of money up front in one slump.
well here's what's crazy is my daughter went to Boulder, so I watched him play live. He's a two-way.
You know Coach Sanders?
Yeah, of course. Well, my daughter didn't even know who that was when he first got hired. He's a two-way player, but in the NFL, it's hard to be a two-way player.
Yeah, he's gonna be a defensive back.
Yeah,
Right?
That's gonna be a 5-year
but
career.
He was a better wide receiver at Colorado than he was. Well, I don't know. They're both very whatever. What did he get?
Dude, so I don't know what he's guaranteed. It's probably like around
It's
48.
like 35 or some shit.
35 guaranteed, but he's already getting it. It's not like throughout, because usually, you get it throughout the years of your rookie contract. He's getting it all at once up front. That's pretty smart, pretty crazy if you're a two-way player. He doesn't have a big longevity.
Here's what's crazy is Sanders, his quarterback, who threw to him, right? Everybody thought he was going to go in the first round. He ends up going to the 6th round. You know how much he got?
How much?
Less than $10 million.
I think
Sanders
needs a reality check like that. But let's get back to NBA we were talking about.
Yeah.
Congratulations, the National Basketball League champions. Who was it, guys?
OKC
Yeah.
Thunder.
It was okay. The series was okay.
It was.
Man.
It
I was rooting
kinda-
for the
The
Pacers.
series is okay.
I was rooting for the Pacers.
The first 6 games, one of the lowest viewership, but game 7, they made it a game 7. NBA, here's the conspiracy, right? Was a good game until their best player went out, right?
Yeah.
Like, damn.
So he was, X Factor, or Dave was telling me off camera that
You can call me X. You don't have to call me.
he feels that it's kind of
No.
scripted,
No,
No,
I
it's
said,
not
I don't
scripted,
believe in conspiracy theories. I just said
kind of
sometimes.
funny how the Mavericks won the
sometimes-
draft.
Well, do you know that OKC came in as an overwhelming favorite in that?
Oh, dude, they were supposed to
Yeah,
dominate
right?
the
Sweep 'em.
series.
Sweep 'em.
But they went to 7.
Yeah, it was kind of
You
gay.
see, and so you start hearing that, and you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, because the OKC Thunder, they were speculating that they're gonna be like one of the best
Roll.
staff like on of all time or whatever, but they forced it to Game 7.
Yeah.
And then the
The
Pacers,
best player goes down.
their best player, dude, Tyrese Halliburton, goes down first quarter, Achilles
In
injury.
the first quarter. Good.
I mean, and even in the last quarter,
He
the
put
last
all
5
he put it
minutes,
all on the court though. I give it out to Halliburton.
I know,
man.
but we're going on the idea
because it was close.
Is like, okay,
It
this
was
is
close.
why they lost, right? I'm not big into conspiracy theories, but when you look at certain scenarios, you're like, how did that happen?
Okay, so another situation. We're still on basketball for a second.
Okay.
What do you feel about LeBron James? Is he done after this season? Is he going to retire?
yes.
Yes.
No.
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 Ooh.
Okay.
No.
Oh, we have a debate.
Well,
what
here's
do
the-
you guys think?
Well, here's the thing. The Lakers just sold to the Dodgers owner for $10 billion, right?
Mhm.
So that means money's going to be infused into the Lakers like no other right now. So as for him, he's able to get stars that maybe he wouldn't get before. And why would he retire? Plus, his son is only in the second season.
Fun fact for you: the same owner is trying to buy the Kings, and I believe
He's that rich.
I believe another
Probably a
team.
soccer team.
Yeah, the soccer team. What's their soccer team now? The Galaxy.
Galaxy.
So he's trying to
Galaxy's
own
ass.
the Kings of
Wouldn't
Galaxy.
you love to be that rich?
Yes.
Pick a
Yeah,
sport.
fuck.
Hey, well, Bezos is that
All of
rich.
them.
and he
Pick
don't really give
a
shit.
sport in your city. You own it.
Oh man, so yeah, I got notes, dude. I got
All
notes.
right,
Yeah,
well,
well-
I'm winging it.
With LeBron,
Yeah, let me see those
I don't know. I feel like he's gonna end up retiring. He'll maybe transition into like some sort of ambassador role with the Lakers, but
Well,
I don't
they're
know.
keeping Bus on as the ambassador in a sense. I just think that for him, he's still in physical shape. Like at
Oh, yeah,
his age, he's still putting up the numbers. So remember when Michael Jordan in his
I also don't think he'd be a good coach.
well, I don't know about coach. I'm just saying that Michael Jordan fell off hard. The stats fell off hard. His stats, he's still averaging over 20 points a game, over almost 10 assists. Right at this age, he's still got some left in the tank. That's what I
yeah.
think.
What do they say? Black don't crack until it does. So you
Yeah.
know, hey, so you see,
Yeah.
he's got a few more miles.
Realistically, yeah,
No,
with like his
he
physical
for sure
form,
has miles,
yeah,
whether he wants to do
he
it
could
or
do
not.
it.
Okay,
Even
okay.
at 22 seasons.
Another question:
Okay.
would he go back to the Lakers?
Absolutely. There's no reason to go.
Why
otherwise.
would he move? Like
Yeah,
we just
why-
said,
that is.
What
They
if they
just
don't
paid
want to
$10
resign
billion.
him? That's
No,
what
no,
I'm
they
saying.
want. No. It's not that they don't want to resign him. He is part of that Laker. Like,
it's part of the brand now.
yeah, he's part of the brand, exactly, and
Okay.
that's the thing. So prediction, yes.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you a funny story. I played poker one time with Jerry Buss, right, up in Saquon. He just happened to be there. And this is when they fired Phil Jackson as the coach, right? And so we're all sitting there at a $5 table, $5 poker table. And he pulls up. He used to like to vacation, for whatever reason, he would go to Verona. First time I saw him in person, and he had his son who's like goofy, right? This is why they didn't make him operational manager, right? So we're sitting at the table. Nobody wanted to say anything, right? We're sitting, we're playing. He's just whatever. And I knew who he was. I'm a big Laker fan. And so finally I break the ice and I go, so I have this bet with my buddy. Is Phil Jackson coming? Because remember, they fired him, right? I've never seen this before where a coach got fired and then he got rehired. And so he got fired after winning championships. He comes back and he didn't come back yet. I got a question for you. I go, is Phil Jackson coming back to the Lakers? And he goes, and he starts laughing because he knows this is the talk. And he goes, I haven't talked to him yet about it. And I'm like, so is that a yes? I'm like, I have a $50 bet. I'm like, so should I up my bet? Should I not up my bet? And he just chuckles. Awesomest guy ever. After playing poker, he didn't answer my question. And then they rehired him, right? But at the end of the poker, he's like, dude, I'll invite you to a conference. I'm like, nobody, right, to this guy. And this guy is like, coolest guy ever. That's why I respect the Lakers. Long history. But yeah. So you never know, actually.
You never know.
You never know.
Never know. Just like you didn't expect the San Diego Football Club
SDFC.
to make some goddamn history yesterday,
yeah.
bro. Let's
First
transition
place.
over. Holy shit,
Not
dude.
since the San Diego
Don't call it a
Sockers
transition.
in the 80s.
Dude, I mean, aside from like
This is the
being
mission,
in first
bro.
place right
that
now,
was their mission, baby.
check it out, dude.
Amazing.
The hometown kid from Escondido does
Love
the club's
that.
I love it.
first hat trick, and not even
Love
that. He
4
scored
goals in 12
4
minutes.
goddamn goals, dude.
Wow.
4
In
goddamn
12
goals.
minutes.
Wow.
Who does that?
Wow.
Shout out, kid.
What's his name? Come on, say it.
It's
fucking
like
down.
some Russian-ish.
Right there.
I don't know how to pronounce it, dude. I'm terrible. It's
go.
Milan.
Iloski?
Iloski.
Iloti?
Pero,
Hey.
carnal, a huevo.
Appreciate you, bro. Hey, we're in first place, man. Those SD soccer players don't play no games, huh?
Dude, I mean,
Waves in third place. They're still holding it down.
yo, check it, dude, because I went back through the archives of the SD podcast, and 2 months ago, we were talking also SDFC, and they were in 6th place. So to turn it around, be in first place, beat Vancouver, it's amazing, dude. I mean, enjoy it. It's a great high. I'm just stoked for the
especially
squad.
San Diego, right? You know, they built them a stadium. Well, here's the thing.
Snapdragon.
Here's the thing that is kind of under the radar is that maybe because of soccer, we might get football back because to build a stadium for football, knowing that soccer's getting big, it might be a combination. Have you heard this?
I heard that they were talking about building a stadium in Oceanside.
I know the Chargers want to come back.
Yeah, well,
I
I'm
know
just saying
I
that
personally
like,
want the
if
Chargers.
soccer can bring
Arm the
football
Poet
back,
wants the Chargers.
football, that's a win-win.
Okay,
That'd be
so
great.
hey,
That'd be great.
same with SDFC. If you guys are fans, I mean, they're first place team. Why not? If you guys gonna want to watch them, there's an SDFC backyard barbecue at Mission Beach PB, which is the middle of that Mavericks Beach Club. If you don't know where it is, just walk the boardwalk and you'll find it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So it's obviously June 28th from 4 to 8. That's a barbecue
Mavericks is on Grand
SDFC
Street, yep.
event.
Yo, well, there was
Right
like
next to
a
Denny's.
massive watch party yesterday too. I just
Ooh, where was that at?
I'm trying to remember where it was, but it was for the soccer game, dude. I don't remember exactly where it was at, dude. But basically, this dude's family was all watching the game. It might have been
Escondido, probably because
Tony
Escondido
Pepperoni,
native.
maybe. I
Oh,
don't
I
remember.
think it was Tony Pepperoni.
Dude, but it was amazing, dude. Like history in the making, just like Musgrove, dude, throwing the first no hitter.
Yeah,
That's
no.
badass.
Yeah.
All right, kind of got quiet there.
No,
Well, I mean,
I told my kid I was on a podcast today, and he went and grabbed. He said he watches YouTube, so he actually knows more about podcasts than I do, which is kind of sad, right? And I'm like, what should I talk about? He's like, Dad, hold on. Runs into his room, grabs 6 Padre cards, which I still have in my truck, and the only card that's in a sleeve is Musgrove, right? And I'm like, oh, I could talk about this all day long.
No,
In
Joe.
fact, for Father's Day, what did I get? I got the starting lineup against the Rangers, the actual lineup blown up, right? This is dope. So I got to see what the lineup. Can you name 5 Padres on that lineup? I can because I've seen it recently.
What, the no-hitter?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
It should be easy because most of the
It is
Padres-
pretty goddamn easy.
Manny Machado.
Okay,
Yep.
wait. Can you name any Rangers?
Hell no, I cannot.
Exactly.
Marcus Simeon.
Yes. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
That's the goodest
Well, but
one.
go back to the Padres. How many Padres can you name? I'll give you Profar.
Profar, Toddy,
Yep.
Machado,
Yep.
Kim,
Yep.
and I would say, who was our catcher back then?
was it weird?
Gary Sanchez.
No, it wasn't.
Hedges.
No. It was actually a motherfucker from the Cubs. Victor
yeah.
Carantini.
Yeah.
Carantini.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
he
yeah,
also caught, what, 2
yeah,
no-hitters
yeah.
for Darby, right?
Yeah.
Or 1 no-hitter for Darby.
Yep.
I think he's caught
Yeah.
3 no-hitters.
Cronenworth
I was
wasn't
gonna
that
try to
lineup?
put you in a round room. Who pitched that day?
Darby, Joe Musgrove.
I messed
I said Darvish.
I messed
Delete
up.
that.
And he went all
No
9, dude.
substitutions either.
He went all 9, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
if,
no
you, if you guys
substitutions.
want to have fun, we'll have fun right now. Okay, so this day on Padres history, you know I love doing this for you guys. This day on Padre history, 1997, Tony Gwynn got an inside the park grand slam versus the Dodgers in LA for a 9-7 victory. That was the 8th straight win against LA. At that time, it was the longest streak we had against those rivals. So let's go, Tony Gwynn. Another one for the record
That's a
books.
Great stat.
I got another one on
Inside
this
the
day.
park grand slam.
Inside the park grand slam.
In Dodger
I
Stadium.
almost want to see that video.
amazing.
Well, I want to verify because Dodger Stadium isn't big enough for an inside the Parker.
It is
How
if you're
shallow
Tony
were
Gwynn.
they playing him? Like,
Dude,
to
how,
do
how
that?
bad was the outfield?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how?
So,
there had to
yeah.
be an error there somewhere.
One more. On this day,
Go ahead.
Padres, 1936. We were in the Pacific Coast League, which we were the champions of, which technically was the World Series back then. We'll not count that.
Nobody
On
counts
this
it,
day,
that's what's up.
1936, the San Diego Padres signed Ted Williams.
Ooh, that's right.
What a
Ted
signing.
Williams
Legend.
Parkway.
What a signing. So the
Yep.
Padres have a
Yeah.
lot of good history.
You know,
in
I
the
saw that at the Hall of Fame at the Padre Stadium the other day when we were walking through there, and they were showing the old school pictures of what it looked like back then. I was like, whoa, they have been around for that.
Yeah, it was like in the ocean front, dude.
yeah, yeah. It's like whoa.
We were old school. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was by the San Diego, where the high school is. I think that's where.
But what's sad is we
No.
have to go back to the 1930s to say we won a championship. It's like, let's win one right now.
Well, I'm saying we signed Ted
Tomorrow.
Williams in
Let's go right
1939.
now.
You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
we were doing that.
I mean, he's from San Diego too.
So
Yeah, he
also,
is.
what's
Yeah.
really cool, fun fact, Barry Bonds just got a statue at Oracle
No,
Park.
he's going.
going to. I
to
mean,
get
it's
a
not there
statue.
yet, but
And
it
he
got
should.
approved.
And he should. I actually
Well
think-
deserved. We were just
I
talking
think
about
he should, right? And he the sad thing about him is we know he's the home run hitter, all-time hitter, right? But like his last season, he could have got 3,000 hits. He could have got the RBI, second or third all-time RBI.
He
but
was
like
saying this.
yeah, and so nobody wanted to sign him. It's like, okay, right? It's like it's sad, right? I mean, even though I mocked him and I used to heckle him at games back in the day as a Padre fan, you still have to say, no matter how juiced you are, you still got to hit the ball. Like, it doesn't matter. And that wasn't his whole career, right? So, I don't know. It's sad, actually. Hall of Famers. All my baseball cards from that era are worth nothing. I'm like, what?
Well, you heard about the Pete Rose, right? Since he's passed, he's now. not
Yeah.
banned.
He's changing that president, dude. Because I
Yeah,
believe
that's
Barry
messed up.
Bonds should definitely be in the Hall of Fame, dude.
I
A lot of
agree.
these guys
I
should be in
All
the
of-
Hall of
I
Fame.
mean,
for
like,
sure.
at the end of the day.
How are you going to still have his name on the records if you're not going to acknowledge him? You know, it's
You
ridiculous.
still got to hit a
If,
ball.
if
no
you don't
matter
acknowledge him,
what.
then don't put him on the records. He is the home run leader, the champion. Come on.
Of all
Yeah,
time.
Give him his flowers.
Yeah, NL West. How many did he hit? Like 83 or something?
Yeah, I think eight.
Hey, how many did he hit? How many home
79.
runs did Barry Bonds hit?
I want to say.
I was thinking 86. Don't quote me on it.
Ooh, I don't know. For
Nah,
some
it wasn't
reason, I
that high
remember-
up to 90.
I don't remember it being more.
Maybe
than-
79. We'll
I
ask
was gonna
Siri in a
say
little bit.
79. I don't know. It's in that ballpark, right? No, out of the ballpark actually.
I know in the home run race, Greg Vaughn was fourth. He had 50 home runs. So shout out Padres.
54.
54.
Sorry,
Sorry.
I
Respectable.
remember that
He's
year
a
for whatever
statistician.
reason.
It was a great time.
I don't know why I know that stat. Go ahead.
But hey, before we get back on Padres and stuff,
Okay,
I want
run
to
it.
ask. I want to ask you, Vic.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Because I saw the little clips of this and it was really awesome. How do you feel about the ref cam in soccer?
In soccer,
Dude, you haven't seen it yet?
I don't really watch soccer like that, dude. I mean, just any ref cam, I think is cool because like the way that they're starting to implement it in MLB is pretty badass. A
Yeah.
different little angle at the plate. So I could only imagine in MLS where you're like running and shit. You see the ball pass by you, like it makes you
What
feel
part
like
of
you're
the ref
involved in the
cam are you
game.
talking about?
Dude, it's right there.
No,
by,
I mean like watching it live stream from the ref cam.
Yeah,
or
live stream
just,
from
or
the-
reviewing the foul from
no,
that view?
live stream from the ref cam. They were
You
showing
pay
like
for this or what?
I don't know. They just they switched it when it was the World Cup. They showed a little segment where
Oh.
like there is a ref cam.
I
it's
like
probably
it.
4 replays.
No, I like it. It's kind of like how they put the microphones in shortstop when they're in the middle of the game. That's
I
pretty
don't
dope.
like that.
Why?
I don't like that.
That's pretty
It
dope.
would distract the hell out of
Well,
me.
distract you, but you get an inside. Like he's talking about. He's like, hey, how's it going, everybody?
As a
Wait,
shortstop, I don't like that.
Who did that?
if,
It was
if we're playing against him, I love it. If it's my shortstop, I hate it.
it was a Dodger, right?
Yeah.
He was he went viral because he was talking to the guys upstairs. He's like, "Hold on, I gotta make this play real quick."
Yeah.
and then he just does
That's
this
dope,
fucking
though.
thing. It was
I mean,
sick,
that's
dude.
just how professional they are, right? Hold on one second.
But seeing the ref cam in soccer, dude, I can see how they can miss calls because literally it was his eyesight.
Oh, yeah.
And like, dude, you can miss a push or you don't really know what happens, so you can't call it. Obviously, it's clear as day when you're watching it on TV, but so it gives me a different perspective on soccer. It was really cool. I
think
enjoyed
they
it.
need more refs in the game because, like, when I was a young
How
kid,
do you feel about that?
Yeah,
You have
well-
more refs in the game.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it's
was
hella hard to be a
certified-
ref.
I certified FIFA when I was I played soccer when I was young, and then I got certified FIFA as a ref, right? So I know the rules. I know how refs. I don't know if you know this, but refs run diagonal in the game, right? So there's only so much that they can see, and then you realize how big the field is. How many refs are on the football field?
Hey, I was gonna.
True shit.
That's
A
good
lot,
that's
right?
a good segue.
One guy, and then
What's-
you have a line.
What famous sports team or what sports team has the most refs besides football? I think American football has the most.
Wait, you got to define. He could define that,
Most
yes.
referees or umpires or whatever. Most officials. Most officials.
It has to be football.
I would say football.
It has
dude.
to be football.
Okay, what's second? Because what? Soccer has 3.
That's it.
Baseball has 4.
Yeah.
What? How much does basketball have? 6.
No,
they
I
have
think
like 2, right?
three
Two?
or four. Three or four.
'Cause they got out
I would say
of
3 or
bounds
4.
refs and they got
Yeah, three. Ooh, 4.
maybe
I'm
5.
gonna go. I'm
There's
gonna
a
go
middle
4.
ref. There's a middle ref too, right?
Somewhere in the middle.
So 5. Who knows? Hey, if you guys know what famous professional sports,
Is
Ha-
rugby a professional sport?
yes,
Yes.
They might have a lot. I don't
they
know.
may have just one. Rugby's pretty.
Right.
Rugby's pretty
That's
thug.
right. That's right.
Have you ever seen bullwhip boxing?
Mm.
Yeah, I'll show you after the show. But no, let's get back on the Padres, man.
Let's run it, dude.
For one,
Let's-
fuck the Dodgers.
Yeah,
all right.
fuck.
Wait. You want to start off like that, dude? I mean, they're
Okay,
in first
no,
place.
no.
You got to give them a little bit more
Yeah,
respect
yeah,
than
yeah.
that.
All right, I dislike the Dodgers tremendously. That's the
mean,
respect I'll
with the
give you.
lack of
The way
pitching,
that they
what?
play the Padres, they've hit us so much. We didn't get to comment on that last game, which was very dirty by the Dodgers. It's just crazy. They won that game on the Rockies. Was it yesterday? The rain delay, because of the umpires, not because of the Dodgers.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's ridiculous. The umpires totally should have called it. The rain was coming down super hard. They could have even have called it when the ball was in the air. They honestly could have, because of how hard the rain was coming down. They didn't. The Dodgers got 2 runs, rain delay. That's kind of a cheap win.
Well,
Especially if you're a number 1 team, earn it. Don't take it like that.
but the rules are how many innings you have to play. It could have went either way, right?
I know
Well,
you're right, and I know they did it in the best
Well, you're
interest
right.
because one pitch.
They shouldn't even
it's
let
out.
him play to that inning, is what you're saying.
No, because it rained out of
Did it
nowhere.
go 5 innings?
I think did it?
Well, it has to.
I didn't
go a
watch the
certain amount
Rocky
of
series
innings
at
for it
all.
to be
You know which one?
legit.
You know which game I'm talking
I-
about?
No,
I
I'm saying
know
it has
which
to
one
go
you're talking
enough
about.
innings to be legit. And so, why did they let him play to that if it was raining that much?
It was
That's the-
one more strike to end the inning, and then they would have called it a tied game. But
Yeah.
I thought it was a pop fly. You couldn't see in because of the.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it almost hit
I'm
Whatever.
surprised that
the first baseman in the
Dodgers are
head.
Still holding on with their pitching right now, because their pitching right now is fractured, right?
I'll give it to him. It's their mind games. A lot of people don't like Dave Roberts. He's a very mental coach, and he gets into other
Ex-Padre,
people's
too.
heads.
That's the other thing.
So I will give a hats off. And for the record, I don't hate all the Dodgers. I'm a big fan of Mookie Betts. Otani is who he is. I'm not a big fan, but I don't hate Otani.
I mean, he
I know
was-
this guy is infatuated with Will
I
Smith.
do like that he
so.
was wild on his outing, right? So it's like, put him out there. I want him
Statistically,
to pitch.
he's never been good against the Padres.
No,
I don't think he ever will
Put him
be.
out there. I want him to put him out. If this is your best offensive player, put him out there to pitch.
So AJ Preller said today, almost I think it was an hour before the show, he's not going to be aggressive this trade deadline.
Really?
He said he's not. He
No,
said some
we need-
some seasons we do, some seasons we don't. This is the time to look back and see what we have. That is kind of weird, maybe because we're broke. We actually released Jason Hayward. J-Hay is no longer a Padre.
Got DFA last week.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Thank you for the memories. Thank you for
Yeah.
playing left
He
field.
tried.
Fernando
You tried,
Tatis Jr. sues big league advance.
That one was great.
All right, talk about that, Vic, because you know a little more than I do.
All right, so the main reason why he's trying to sue is first off, so he doesn't have to pay $34 million.
I mean, how old was he?
Yeah,
How old was he when he
19
made this
was he
contract?
19 Was he underage?
no, he was
What-
technically underage when
Exactly.
he made the contract.
Right?
And well, listen, man.
Wait, are you for or against this contract?
I'm completely
contracts?
against it.
Yeah, I'm against it too.
Yeah, so
Like,
so
I feel like it's
I'm
boosters.
for helping.
Like a booster, right?
young-
it's
like,
exactly like a
it's
booster.
like-
If you have a professional
2
athlete as a
million.
father, you shouldn't need that, in my sense.
Yes. So like the way that it broke down is like it's very similar to a booster. He was 17 years old when he got the contract. $2 million. They were gonna take 10% of his bigger earnings, which I mean, not all players pan out, but it's an advantage point because most of these Latino players or foreign players, they don't see money like that often. I mean, in Tatis's case, it's different because he has a major league father.
Yep.
But either way, getting $2 million to invest into yourself, into your career, that's why he signed. But 10% of your total earnings, which he signed a $340 million contract, that means $34 million has to get paid back. But it just doesn't add up. $2 million for $34 million, insane, dude.
Meet in the middle.
I'll say 10 million. Let's call it that.
Meet somewhere else,
All right,
right?
15 if
You're,
he's
still,
done,
you're not going to lose, but meet in the middle.
Yeah,
So
34 is
that's
insane.
crazy, man. I hope Tatis wins because that is kind of a hard deal that he signed
Yeah,
for.
and it's not just about him necessarily, but it's like he's trying to set a precedent for like the future generations
Yeah.
to not
don't
get screwed over.
don't
like
let the
that.
kids get taken advantage of.
Yeah.
I agree with that. So okay, do you also know that Jose Iglesias came out with a brand new song he released? He's a musician as well. How do you say that word?
Well, so he did one for the
Mets.
Mets last year, which was Candelita, and that's what he's known by. That's like his
No,
nickname.
I thought this was.
Well, he made a new song for the Padres. I don't know if it's released yet, but he is planning on releasing it. I haven't heard it myself, but he's embracing San Diego 100%. And honestly, I want to get into like the talk that we need to get into. It is the weekend with the Padres, and since we're talking Jose Iglesias, God damn it. It was nothing but him on the show on Sunday, dude.
OMG,
He's the
baby.
one that won that goddamn game. All 3 runs brought in by Jose Iglesias after that
Love
pinch hit.
I love that, and yeah, I love
When you
that.
when you get a chance, shine, baby, and he does.
Yeah.
He does.
and he made
a
that
lot of the
play
time.
in that cutoff play and a throw. It's like
Oh, the relay? Oh, it was so
it's
sick,
like,
dude.
all I could think is how often do you see a player make a play on the field and then come up at bat? That's all I could think of, and then he was at bat. I was like, he's doing it. I was like, and he did.
It was his day. It was his day. He was hot,
I
dude.
love that for him, and he's a ball player for sure. Yeah, I love that.
Hey, I'm glad he's a Padre, man.
Me too.
Yeah, and honestly, to recap over the weekend, I think they did a great job. I mean, 4 for 2 or 4 for 6, however you want to see it, taking on the Kansas City Royals and the Washington Nationals and winning both series. It's amazing, dude. I mean, yeah, they lost each opening game of those series, but they found a way, and that's what the Padres are, man. They find a way. They got grit, and
19
we've known it.
comebacks this year.
We've known it all
19.
this whole entire time.
We'll catch you in the 7th.
19
If not, we'll
comebacks.
catch you in the
That's
8th.
pretty good through how many games?
80 games right now,
81,
halfway
81,
through the season.
81,
19.
81.
No, 80.
Okay, we're
19
out there.
games. So we're close to the All-Star break.
We are close to the
Yeah,
All-Star
but
break.
that's pretty good.
I wrote that down.
Yeah, and we spoke
Same
about it a
text.
couple of weeks ago too, right before they started on the road trip and this whole month of June, because we knew June was gonna be tough, dude. 26 games in 27 days, and I said it, man, and I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad they did it. Just go 500. They've done it.
Yep.
13 and 13th.
Yep.
Right now, 8 games above 500. I'll take it, dude.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Just keep building on that.
Do you know what happens after June?
Gets a little easier.
Major League Baseball is the only professional major sport for the next 2 months.
Ooh, beautiful.
So it is all about baseball.
Until it's all the sports again,
And-
right?
yeah.
Yeah, when football,
It's,
hockey,
you know.
all in one day, yeah.
But it's all about the Padres. I love it. You also got to think, and how much energy does that give another team coming into an environment like Petco Park? Our fans always show up. Our fans always show out.
Absolutely.
Don't you think it gives another team a little more excitement too to play the Padres? So when we're down on our luck, they're hyped. You know, I'm not saying we got to match that level because this is our level, but man, it's going to be tough to play people at home because 1, the wind. We're not a home run ballpark. 2, they are excited to play at San Diego. I mean, the other teams are very excited to play here.
I
So
mean, look
we
how they
gotta
started
bring
the
our A game
season,
every
right?
game.
I mean, they made a statement by winning how many in a row?
It was like 13 and 0.
Yeah, I've never seen that in my lifetime, right? So you set the bar right there, for sure about San Diego right there.
Yeah, great ballpark, man. And I don't care if PNC is the best or if Philly is the best. Like right now, San Diego is where it's at, dude. Everybody wants to come to San Diego, whether it's for the food or to watch ball or just catch a vibe, get some beer, whatever it is, man. SD's where it's at.
I mean, look at the swag, man. This man's wearing boots, baby.
So,
and it
so
looks
check
good.
this out. This how much I believe in the Padres. That so the sports app will give me live updates on what the stats are in the game to come back. And so I started when I would have a feeling, and there's nowhere to bet on the Padres, but when I had a feeling that they would come back, I started screenshotting. I'm like, I would bet on the Padres to come back right now. And so I started taking screenshots. And so this was against San Francisco when they were 30. They were my plus 1,400, right? And so I don't know if you bet on sports, but you can't bet the over and the money line together as a parlay in a game. But I thought you could, right? So I started adding it up, right? And so basically, this is how much belief I know that they can come back. If you were able to parlay a bet, a $10 bet in certain situations in the 8th inning, if they would allow you to parlay those two, but they don't, would $10 bet would have been $10,000.
Holy
10
shit.
grand. But you can't do those because they know that if you do the over, then you know that's gonna win. I thought it was
It
bullshit.
was like 1,000% return or something.
Yes,
Right?
I'll
Shit.
show you the stats. It was insane. That's how much belief I know that they come back because they go in these phases where you're like, they're not going to lose. And so same thing was this weekend when they were down. I was like, they're going to come back against the Royals. I already knew that. I just knew they were. I don't know why. I just knew. And sure enough, 4-3. And that was that game. I was watching that game. I was like, oh, they're coming back for sure. And they did. I mean, 19 comebacks. Who's second in that list?
I didn't take those
Nobody
notes.
really knows.
Son of a gun.
Nobody, dude, because the only
Exactly.
team that does it
And you
right
want that.
is the Padres.
You want that too.
Okay, we're talking about rankings. I know who's 18th on the least clutch player in MLB, and that is unfortunately Dylan Cease. Now, would you guys trade him at the trading block? He is still valuable.
No.
No, we need pitching.
He is
just
the
lost a
18th
game.
least clutch player in Major League Baseball this season.
What's define clutch?
Clutch means you got do your fucking job.
He does his job, dude. He started off horrible.
I
He
don't
had
know.
3 bad starts.
I mean,
I'm saying that
opposed to
he's also
putting
lost.
who's going to replace him? That's more clutch.
Well, that's a different that's a different question.
See,
I don't have.
That's the
I don't
thing.
know.
It's like, okay, maybe he's not as clutch, but who's more clutch than him to replace him?
Yeah, because see, when it comes to C's, like he had 3 bad starts at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
Then he did
Yeah.
pretty amazing games.
Yep.
It was just the offense that didn't back him up.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
You
I
know?
think he still has good stuff.
He's
Personally.
he's
if
nasty.
you watch him, they'll keep him in the game. He still has good stuff. I mean, he does. I saw him when they gave up 5 runs. They kept him in the game because like the hits weren't like you're completely shelling me, right? It's like unlucky, right? Usually when a pitcher gets 5 or 6 runs out, you're out of the game before you know it. But I what's your opinion? You're saying trade him?
I say keep Cease.
Yeah, I say keep him. He's
I
he's
li-
a
I like
great.
Season assist.
Cease and desist. He is not for sale.
Season assist with some runs.
He is not for sale with a C. You know,
Season
like
assist for
no
some
way.
runs.
I like him. You know, we're gonna get King back. Darvish is hopefully on the right track. He said a lot of things the last few
Wait,
episodes.
some tip on Darvish. So Darvish goes. So Darvish's son goes to my kid's school. So I see Darvish at not now because it's summer break. And so end of the school, and a buddy of mine was like, "How's Darvish looking?" Right? And so the school gives out this like claimer. It's like, "Hey, don't talk to him. Don't, you know what I mean? We know he's a star, whatever." And so I saw him. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna break protocol, but how does he look? This was 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, he doesn't look. If you want my honest opinion, just based on, I don't know how someone looks
Like
at
body language?
Yeah, 8:00 in the morning. You can't really judge, right? What's ironic is his son has a 50% chance being in my kid's class next year. We don't know yet, right? But so I've seen him at drop off, whatever. It's end of the it was end of the school year, so parents came with. He didn't look well, personally. Like to me, it was like I don't know how to explain it, but like maybe it was too early in the morning. I don't know.
I mean,
But
look at Blake Snell. He always
But
looks
is-
sickly to me.
but he was supposed to come back when?
long
Exactly
time
right,
ago.
and I know that, right? And
he says a word that I like to. I want you to. He says load management. He's like
100%.
he's saying the Padres are waiting. We have stars that are healthy, waiting to after the All Star
Okay.
break to like boom.
Okay, well,
What do you
I
think?
saw
What
him
is your
in-
take on that?
Well, I don't. Well, we definitely should do that, especially if we're in that position right now where we're in, we're in that zone.
I mean,
there's no
yeah, we
need.
have some-
If we were down, if we were 500 right now, absolutely need to do that, right? But
You
right
bring
now,
them up.
yeah. But right now, we don't need to do that. I
Yeah.
don't think we need to. We're not in desperate mode right now.
No, not desperate mode,
No.
but you do want to see him out
We
there.
do want to see them out there.
Hell yes,
But if you're
absolutely.
saying they're in, if you're saying, okay, one of those.
Load
if you're
management.
saying, hey, we're in like, hey, make sure he's good, because here's the thing, he's kind of a very unique guy, right? Remember last year he took time off for we don't know what the reason was.
I
It
thought
was
I
family.
thought his brother had testicular cancer.
Nobody knew. Don't even joke.
I'm not even.
Really?
That's literally what I heard.
I never heard that.
That's literally what I heard.
But the thing is, you know how cool that guy is? This is why I love you. Is that he told the Padres, don't pay me. Right? Because he had the right to be paid.
I thought you said he loved me. Oh, I was getting blessed.
No, you don't get you.
Dude, Darvish is the shit.
I don't get any compliments.
Me, I love that guy. Like in general, right? Anybody that could go, hey, don't pay me because I have my personal stuff, even though you have the right to pay me. I can respect that.
Love the inside scoop. I believe in load management now, thanks to Vic.
100%.
So who do you believe would be tradable? You know, obviously Bogarts was talked about.
Right
Kinda
now,
hard to do.
Suarez, dude.
Thank you. Finally, you're on my team.
Suarez
I've been
can't be.
waiting.
Oh, because
I've been
well
waiting.
then Adams is your closer.
Yes.
Yeah, he's good
Yeah,
enough.
mixed with
Lefty.
with
I
the
don't know
Mexican
what-
kid.
Yuki. I like Yuki, bro.
You do?
Dude, you're like wishy-washy
Yeah,
with Yuki. You're like,
you know
I
what?
hate him, and then
I
you like
hate-
him,
I
and then
don't
you
wanna
hate him
say
again.
I don't wanna say
I don't like
hate.
Wandy. I don't
Listen,
like Wandy.
I don't want
I
to say
do not
hate,
like
but I
Wandy.
feel like every time I watch him in a clutch situation, he gives up the runs. I don't know.
Hey, well, you know what?
Maybe it's just the times
also,
that I'm watching.
Think about this though. Has Yuki ever been in a situation where he wasn't losing the game coming into the game? No.
Yes.
That wins.
Yes.
That's a lot of pressure. I don't think he has. A lot of those players haven't came to the game not losing. You know, some of them
No, I'm saying he
like
comes in clutch
Jeremiah Estrada.
situations.
Yes, he has, but I mean,
It's like the
more
show.
times than
What
not,
would
he's
his
kinda
clutch
screwed.
be in the show? 125 is the max. What would you call his clutch?
oh, Yuki's my favorite in the show.
Damn, really?
Oh, dude, I love it.
Yeah, let's play.
I love it.
Because what is?
Hey, I
but
talk
what
about
is
the
the
show all the time.
I'm curious what the show would rank him on his clutch. What is his clutch in that game? Not a 99 card of
I
him
don't
in
know.
general.
I
I
don't-
know, but
I
I'm
don't
saying
know,
his
yeah.
clutch is probably 85.
What I do know is there's a giveaway today. There's a lot of people that shared our show, and I love it.
Yeah.
Vic, how many shares did we get?
Approximately about 33 that we actually kept track.
Approximately 33.
A little bit more, to be honest, but we'll
Let's
do our
up the
best.
ante. Let's up the ante on shares.
You want to do a surprise giveaway?
A double giveaway.
No,
A double.
giveaway.
You said
A
someone,
double giveaway.
Someone did 33 shares. Can someone do 66 shares? Tell them what they win. Vic.
Well, I mean, if it's a double giveaway, you got to win
Nobody
double the
won
prizes.
33. Can someone outperform 33? Vic,
Yeah.
tell them what they win.
No, well, we're about to get to the giveaway in a little bit. I definitely want to close
That was
out
a
this
surprise
Padre
hint
talk
that I was gonna
because it was getting sick, dude.
Well, I mean, I got a few other things in Padre wise, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I feel like this squad right here is good.
Yep.
I like what I see, and they're only gonna ramp it up, dude. Machado's heading to the All-Star game.
Keep voting. Keep voting.
I don't know, man. Like, people are getting impatient, and like, again, remember, dude. Remember the offseason. There was no major blockbuster moves. Everybody was pissed. Nobody knew that they were gonna go 13-0 to start off the season, and now you're out here just complaining, saying that they can't do this, they can't do that, bro. They're
It's a
8
long
games.
season.
They're 8
right?
games of 500 at
It's a
the
long
middle of the season right now.
Okay, I see where you're getting at. I smell what you're cooking, and I like what it is. It smells like food. What is your ideal lineup for these San Diego Padres?
Yo, okay, so when it comes to lineups, we've said it multiple times.
Yes,
so
we have.
right before the season, we made our own mock lineup. It was kind of similar to what they have currently.
You had
but-
Tatis first, even though you never batted first.
Hell yes.
Wow, that is.
No, I think I had Arias. I think I still had Arias.
Yeah.
Reyes is solid first. Pick.
But mine was very different too. But Vic's was more accurate. But go ahead.
You
Yeah.
had Tatis first.
Yeah,
Damn,
100%,
hell
dude.
yeah.
And
Because when I saw that, I was like, I like that, but I couldn't believe he did.
and even now, when we were like getting into the middle of the season, and we were like, okay, they're kind of struggling. Let's shake it up a little bit. I was like, and I told Smoke, we even recorded it here in the episode. I was like, Tatis, Merrill, and then we'll kind of figure out whether it's Arias or Machado. We'll keep the righty lefty.
Yep.
But what they rolled out on Sunday for the Iglesias game was on point, dude.
Iglesias game.
I'll show you guys, man, because this is probably at this point of the season, aside from what they started off, my favorite lineup thus far, dude. It was Star Wars weekend, so you're gonna see a nice little image right there. But Tatis, Merrill, Machado, Arias, Sheets, Bogarts, Crony. I mean, we don't have a left fielder, but Wade, and then Maldonado.
He's
since we don't
fast.
really have a catcher.
He's
I
fast.
love that.
But this lineup right here, this is money.
I'd switch Bogey and Wade.
Okay.
In my opinion. I like that lineup. I loved what Coach did, switching it up. We were asking this for a while. We definitely had our own
Where
mocks.
was Sheets in that line?
He was
He was still batting fifth.
He was batting after
I didn't see it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay.
like
I'll
his
pull it
bat.
up again.
Batting
But,
after
when
Arias.
he hits it, it's.
but Sheets is basically like a solid 5 at this
Yeah,
point, just
I
like
agree.
Crony is like a solid 7.
Yeah.
And you know what?
I
With,
agree.
with this lineup, keep it up for a second so I
Yeah.
can look at it. With this lineup, I don't think this is a demotion for Arias. I think it's a promotion. You know what I mean? Like, Dude, we need you more at number 4 than number 2. And I think giving the youngsters, Toddy and Merrill, a chance to get back in their stride, that's going to be a hot one, too, coming down late in the season, if they stick with it.
I 100% agree, man. Especially
speed in the front of the lineup is good.
And we talked about it slightly, too. Like, I mean, worst case scenario, the first 3 flop. Second inning, he's going to end up being the leader.
Arias, Sheets, like, fuck.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's about speed in the first of the lineup, and that's what you have. So even if you go through the lineup one time, you have to think it's never going to be one. Well, not always going to be 1, 2, 3, but you want speed to get someone on base to hit someone in, right? I like that lineup.
I mean,
I do.
If you look back at the season, one of my favorite ones, Ricky Henderson was leadoff. Tony Gwynn was third, not cleanup. We had Ken Caminetti, Greg Vaughn, who could take that spot. We had Steve Finley, number 2.
Yeah. That was a great lineup.
And it was speed.
That was perfect.
It was speed, then good hits,
You just
then power.
named the perfect lineup right there.
Come on, when don't I? Baby?
Yeah, I'm just saying. All those people, Caminetti.
So I'm saying I like what Schultz is doing. I like what Coach is doing.
And then he did it again this same week.
Switched it up, right?
He spinned it again and came up with this other lineup right here. It's a little bit harder to tell, but it's Arias, Machado, Merrill, Toddy, Sheets.
Oh.
It was Bogarts, but I think he was out that game, so it ended up being Iglesias.
Wow,
and you get the gist.
This is the Iglesias game.
How did they do that game?
No.
Wait, how did they do that game?
This is the final game against the Nationals, which they ended up
1-0.
1-0.
Yeah, sorry, I should know that, right? I didn't know. Whatever, but 1-0. It's a win.
What was that lineup? Because Arias went 3 for 4.
Yeah, he did.
And I think Sheets went 1 for 4.
He was leadoff in that game.
But they
Arias,
scored one
Machado,
but nobody else nobody else got a hit. We only got 4 hits.
You won the game, so it kind of won, right? It was a winning lineup. You can't say it's not.
I would say it's something to take to the workshop,
Yeah.
as a good,
You didn't lose.
I don't like Manny at number 2. I'll be real with you. I would rather have someone like Sheets.
I mean, he is batting 300 right
2.
now, so you want the guy that's hitting the ball good.
I want him to be able to see pitches.
OPS
I want
of
him
9,
to see
almost
2 batters
900
at
though,
least.
right?
I mean, because Manny's the captain. We all know this.
Well, Moneyball, right? It's all about OPS,
getting
right?
on base.
Yeah. So you can't blame him for like going, "Hey, let's do the same thing." I mean, but 1-0.
Yeah, it was kind of
Small
poopy.
sample. Small sample.
Yeah.
Dub's a dub.
And right now,
small sample. They won the game.
Second place.
Right now,
Padres.
you got time to test it around,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, All-Star break is coming up. You switch it around and, get prepared for the second half because the second half is really where it's at in baseball.
But
the dog days of summer.
We need a pickup, though, in left field.
100%.
That's the thing. And you said GM said no?
He didn't say no. He just said he's not going to be
He
aggressive.
basically said no.
He just said he don't want to spend
they
money.
talked about Durant from the Boston, right?
Hey, if you make a good enough trade, you don't got to spend money.
I don't think-
Am I
They
right?
might get
If you make a good enough trade, you don't got
They
to
might
spend
get
money.
him.
I don't think they will, dude. I think
Well, that's the talk. I mean, if anybody, that would be a good fit for him. He's solid defense. He could put up numbers. He's fast.
Oh, I like the kid. He's
Yeah, no,
a
he's good.
solid lefty.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it's gonna end up being the dude from the White Sox if we do get a left fielder. But if they get somebody from the Red Sox, I hope they get the pitcher, the lefty pitcher, Crochet.
He's good.
I don't know how they could pull it off, but I know Preller could goddamn pull it
But
off. So
he already
get
told
it.
us it's not happening. No big moves.
He didn't say that
Hey, wait,
verbatim.
him for
verbatim.
Cease? Would you do it?
Hell
I feel
yes.
like your mind might
Hell
change
yes.
right now. See?
You know what else I would do? I would
See
do
how it goes?
I would do him for Suarez.
Suarez and Campy, send them out there. I mean,
Hey,
Red Sox are
Why we
rebuilding.
Suarez all of a sudden?
I'm not hating
It's
on
not
Suarez.
hate.
I'm saying he's trade bait because it's our last season as a Padre.
Because we have enough relief pitchers to trade him?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
that's exactly why. And there's nothing against. I love Bobby fastball. Nothing against him at all.
Who doesn't like Suarez, dude? He's
No,
a
that's what I'm
badass.
saying. Like, it's hard to trade someone you like.
Dude,
But you just
trust
can't
me.
re-sign him. That's the thing. Might as well take advantage.
How hurt you think I was when
That's the
we didn't
reason,
re-sign Will
actually, if you
Myers?
think about it.
Will
But-
Myers is my favorite player.
I love Will Myers.
Dude, I still love
One
Will
of the
Myers.
longest Padres in the last 10
Hey,
years.
he's a
too.
golfer now.
Yeah.
He's like a pro golfer.
I believe it.
Hell
Shit,
yeah.
dude.
All right, perfect. All right, guys. Well, we got now enough time to hit this raffle, so you don't have to be watching necessarily live. We'll make a clip out of this, but let's get it. So, what do you think? Who should win, dude? Number 1, 2, 3, number 7.
Let's let the X Factor pick. Let's let the special guest
What do
pick.
you think?
What are the numbers through?
No, you just got to pick what number.
17.
No.
Oh
one,
no, that's
one-
no from 1 through
1
like
through
8.
8. No, 1 through 9. Tony Glenn 19, 1 9. 1 through 9.
5.
Okay. All right, there you go.
5.
fifth person right here on the wheel of death is gonna win the prize.
You gotta do it right there, no cheating, and I will tell you the results. Let's go.
All right. So once again, you guys are playing. You guys are playing and entered the raffle. So shout out to everybody who shared the clip that basically went viral here in North County. So thank you. You are winning this beautiful piece of artwork,
That's cool.
45 baseball cards, all 2025 Series 2 cards. So, you're getting some cool stuff for your home.
Cool. Yeah.
All right.
Someone's lucky day right now.
Yeah, someone's
Yeah,
lucky
we
day.
left a little space for autographs.
That's why I didn't
if
pick
you need
7.
autographs.
5 is still lucky.
All right, so we're going to give it away to the fifth name right here that pulls up on the wheel of death. I'm going to hit up and go to the camera.
Hey,
Boys,
let's rename
take it
this
over.
Wheel of Success. All
Oh,
right.
Hey, well, people are going to die the first 4 rounds. so
Okay. All right.
Good luck.
That's why we call him the Illa Villa, and everybody calls him that, not just me, just for the record. This is the SD Podcast. You know what we're doing. We do giveaways. We talk for fans, as fans, to fans. We could be wrong, could be right, but we're always about the Padres, all right? So here we
Yes,
go
sir.
for the giveaway. Let's get it.
All right, so we're going to do the first name pulled up right here. Wish we had better quality, but production is cutting us back.
It's on
So,
the budget. Donate. Kicker Labs.
Yeah, we don't have a Patreon, but, you could always see us in the street and catch us out.
Oh, who
All
is
right,
it?
so here we go.
Is
First name
nobody.
out. Oh, Comic
Comic
Justin.
Justin.
Sorry, brother, you did not
Just
win.
missed. Okay, hopefully your name gets
missed?
called again. Yeah, fifth. You said fifth one wins.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
but-
here we go.
you got
Spin
Four
number
more. You got
2.
three more. Three more.
Here we
3
go.
Spins. My
Oh,
bad.
5 spins. Yeah.
Five
All right, here we go.
spins. Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
No,
Another
don't
name.
Tell, wait,
another
I'm
name.
gonna be stalked for all the people that didn't win right now.
I can't really read
No,
that.
don't tell.
Jojo the Don.
No shit.
Sorry,
that guy's gonna
Jojo.
come after me.
Oh,
Thank
he's a
you, brother.
gangster.
Pick 2, motherfucker.
He's a
Like,
gangster.
no way.
I know that guy.
Stop
Thank you,
putting
guys.
names out there. Just say, hey, 2 years off.
Appreciate the participation. Let's
take it
go.
back.
Name
We're
gonna
number
send all
I
his
take it back. I
information
said
to
2. I said 2. Anybody named Don, I'm not fucking with.
All right, so here we go. Number 3, sick
Sick
rotation.
rotation.
2,
Shit,
3,
come
3,
on,
4.
man.
Sorry,
Rotation
brother.
On my ass now? No way. The
All right.
Don.
We are-
rotation, I'm not getting home.
Two
We
more.
are getting
two
closer.
more.
Not
2
getting
more.
home.
Hey,
and we
there's only
get
one more
the
loser.
winner.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Boom.
I'm
Here
the
we go.
loser
Good
here.
luck.
No.
If I had known it was like this,
You
I
called
would
the
not.
winner.
I would have picked just 1. That way I didn't have to
All right,
dodge.
here we go.
Thank
Here we
you.
go.
Fucking should've.
I would have.
Nachos con todo.
Oh,
Sorry,
right,
brother.
lady.
Nachos?
All right.
Will eat you
here,
up.
and here is
Damn
the winner.
it.
Here is
Damn
the winner.
it.
Picked by X
Hey,
Factor.
Nachos, Don, and another guy. I apologize.
The-
I would've
For the
picked- I-
giveaway.
I would have.
Fifth
The winner is-
spin.
The winner
Here we
is-
go.
Hopefully, this guy's like
Oh, shit.
Here we go.
Mike Tyson.
Winner of the giveaway is Blackjack. Here you go, brother.
Blackjack.
Thank you.
Let's
Woo.
go. Congratulations.
Blackjack's got my back. Hopefully.
Yeah, appreciate the
Man.
participation. Appreciate the shares. It was awesome. Whew, that was pretty fun.
Congratulations. 5 is
Afraid.
very
Why'd you
intense.
have me pick the number?
I feel bad for all 4 of those guys.
Yeah, you
Wow.
do. I picked
Son
the
of a
number.
gun.
That was cool. Hey,
Don, I'm gonna hit this night. Someone's gonna put a hit on.
Oh, I
me.
know this guy. I hope he doesn't message me.
Yeah.
I don't know him.
Yeah.
I do, but
The
I'm not gonna
Don?
tell you. I do know him.
No comment.
So
Well,
no,
I
hey,
apologize.
so
I
hey,
apologize.
you guys want to hear some fun stuff though?
Always.
yes,
So, dude, NASCAR is coming to San Diego next year.
they're trying to.
This is a
Oh,
first.
they've already got approved.
What?
It
Where are they
got
gonna
approved.
race at, though?
Downtown San Diego. They don't know the streets yet, but a lot of people are joking. You got to fix the potholes first.
Wait. What do you
Yes,
mean
sir.
NASCAR at what?
In
track?
downtown San Diego?
What are you talking
It's not a
about?
track.
No.
It's street. It's gonna-
NASCAR races
they're-
on street
No,
now?
bro.
It's a new circuit that they're creating, and San Diego won the vote. They are going to be a part of NASCAR 2026. It's going to be a street racing course. We don't know where it's going to be at yet. Maybe Chula Vista, maybe North County. Let's go. You never know. What's some big news? Oh, Black Plague Brewery. You know, one of our friends over there at Black
Shout
Plague.
out.
So they got a Tony Hawk Pro Skater tournament tomorrow from 5 till close. So if you'd like to get on them sticks and you know how to manual ollie, kickflip, 900, whatever, go ahead and go to that Tony Hawk tournament right there, the Black Plague tomorrow. What else is going on? Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. That is on the 28th in Anaheim, California.
Wait, this month?
That's 2 days.
Oh, dude, that fight is gonna be sick. Let's go, Chavez.
Jake
Let's go.
Paul fought Mike Tyson, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Where's my $50?
I thought we're still doing a home run. We're still doing a home run derby.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bring up old
But,
shit.
Hey,
Anyway,
you
so
made a bet.
He did make a bet.
Jake Paul
Hey,
versus
first bet of two.
Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. June 28th, Anaheim Stadium, 5 p.m. our time at DZN whatever. Also,
The Zone.
what's another cool card? Another cool fight on that card? Holly Holmes versus Yolanda Vega. So that's gonna be pretty gnarly too. That's gonna be fun
Interesting.
too. What else we got going? Oh, if you're local right here in North County, we love doing North County stuff. So Front Wave Arena. Party in the Plaza. There's going to be fireworks July 3rd, 7 to 11. I may be there. Autographs later. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Here we go. UFC 317 is this Saturday. Topacana versus Oliveira.
Wait, John Jones retiring. You got to mention this.
Is he retiring?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Okay, well, I didn't hear about
I
that.
mean,
so-
we're talking UFC. That's pretty big news.
Legend,
right?
dude.
John Jones retiring. So also Giants got swept by Miami. That's why the Padres are in second place. And let's keep it going. Fuck you, Giants. What else we got going on? We got some cool stuff. Oh, X Games tomorrow at Salt Lake City. 6 o'clock our time on ESPN. X Games is back. I'm excited for X Games. And San Diego, baby, Comic-Con is coming to town. They start promoting July 24th through 27th. Also, no sumo wrestling. So I'm sorry one of the athletes didn't get their visa in time. Sumo wrestling is canceled at Petco Park. But what's not canceled is Survivor Series in November.
Let's go.
Boom. That's you're caught up to date with all the fun stuff that we got going on right here.
There we go.
Let's have some fun.
Hey, well, right now, since you ended right there in Comic-Con, dude, did you see the action that happened in New York for Fanatics Fest?
Wrestling wise or what?
No, Fanatics Fest. So it's kind of like a
There were
Comic-Con,
wrestlers there,
but
no.
it's like
I've heard of it.
It's like card trading and sports collectibles and all this stuff. It looked insane, dude.
What happened? I didn't see this.
Okay, so the big story and news was, so there was like this sort of tournament. There was a lot of people that got involved, so there was like a skills test on different variants of sports. But the winner of that said tournament, he ended up winning like this insane LeBron James rookie card.
LeBron James.
And so he got presented, he got the gift or whatever. And at the end of the night, because somehow Kevin Hart was involved on all this shit, but Kevin Hart became like his agent because he won the card, and he ended up selling it to Tom Brady for $250,000.
I heard Tom Brady was drunk as fuck at that event.
I wouldn't doubt it, dude. It looked like fun.
Hey, Tom Brady, we could be friends, bro. You're retired now.
I mean, there was a lot of
The
celebrities,
goat buying a goat's card.
a lot of sports
Come party with the dog.
faces. That chick that Paul Skeens is with, like she was out there.
Oh, what's her name?
Something Dunn.
Olivia Dunn.
Is it Olivia?
think
I
you're
don't
right.
freaking know. But she was out there. She bought a Paul Skeens card for like $2,800 or whatever. Like a lot of action at Fanatics Fest, man.
You
So,
know what's
kinda
also
cool.
a lot of action? You went to a goddamn Padres game without me.
Did go to a fucking party.
So
game, dude.
what I want to know, Vic, and what I want to know from you is, what did you guys get from the game?
Oh, I love it, dude. So we're bringing it back. What did you get at the game? And as you guys could see, and you guys
It's
probably
memorable.
saw it
Yep.
right here this whole entire time, I got the
Hell
Toddy
yeah.
bat flip. But you know what? I've been talking about getting me the fucking banana bread pudding. Finally did. Amazing, dude. Dude, easily 10 out of 10. Holy shit, it was so bomb. I was going to get another one. But this little souvenir boat, it's sick, dude. It's like shaped as the Western Metal. It's section 105 at the Seaport, Seaport, whatever the hell it's called, whatever you buy stuff. Dude, it's so bomb. And it is pretty affordable. It's like $11.
Yeah.
This is cool, man. Very I think it's made out of a brick from the Western
Yeah, I
Metal
see.
Supply
Yeah, that's what
Building.
they did. Yeah, I
It's
saw what
very
they did
tough.
there.
Very
Yeah, no,
Clever. Very
it's super
cleverly
dope.
made because all the bricks have people's names. I don't know if you know that, right? So that's clever. I like how they did.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It
that is cool.
pays complete homage to the Western Metal Supply Building.
Absolutely.
It's got the top section where you could sit
Padres
at.
on the inside.
It says Padres on the
Right
inside,
side
on the
and
back
outside.
side. It has the Western Metal Supply Building, little SDs on the side. Super cool, dude. And again, the dessert, 10 out of 10. A little too sweet, but hits the spot, dude.
So you mean 11 out of 10? It's sweet.
Yeah, 11 out of 10 to be honest, for real. Like I was gonna buy another one, but I can't eat that much sugar in one day.
The vanilla wafers got me sold. What is this in this little box?
Yo,
we don't even know. What is
but
it?
the main
You didn't
thing
know?
of the day.
That's my line.
You didn't know?
All right, so Padres took an L that day. Holy crap, they got smacked around, bro.
The Padre fans took a dub that day, baby.
But we did walk out with this
Hold on,
badass.
Have him holding the Tatis bat because this is his bat right here. It was a broken bat. Why isn't he holding his own bat? That's kind of crazy.
he's
Come on.
flipping it.
So
Yeah,
it's,
no, I'm
it's
saying
so
why
sick.
isn't he using? Oh, that's dope though.
It's so sick, dude. I love this little
Yeah, I know.
bobblehead. Probably one of my favorite
Love
ones
it.
this season. The
That is-
spinning bat
that
is so
cool
hard.
shit. I wish they would
So
have
hard.
made him with his own bat though. That's the only thing I would have changed.
You
You
know,
know, it's
he
like
needs a
trademark
shave
and
and
stuff,
needs a
so-
hair
That's
trim,
dope
but-
though. I have this one too. I mean, that's a collector right there. You can, and it's made really well. See how like
Dude,
It's
the
sturdy.
it's usually
Honestly, when he got the Merrill one, that's when I'm like, okay, maybe I might be a bobblehead, dude.
so dope.
Dude, it's so
How many
sick.
bobbles you got?
Listen, I'm done with the show. I'll be over here.
But that's what I got at the game. I got
Yeah.
the boat with the Western Metal Supply building. They had the banana bread pudding, and I got the toddy bobblehead. But you know what? Talking about what did you get at the show? I got one last thing to share with everybody,
Whoa,
especially
what?
if you guys made it out to the game and were out there. But this right here happened at the game, which is pretty badass in my opinion. There was this drone show,
Oh, my logo.
and
huh?
yeah, man, big old
Oh,
SD
drone shows.
displayed. So
Yeah,
it
I
was
saw one-
cool.
The first drone show, 4th of July last year, unbelievable. And this is unbelievable when you see it.
So was it fireworks and drones or just drones?
No, it's just drones.
no, I'm saying, have you ever seen a drone show?
No.
It's amazing. Like they can replace 4th of July shows now with drones that make it look. Like, show them the picture again.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
Show justice
No,
of
look-
what can be seen.
It
Look
looked
at that.
cool, but
No,
I
that
thought
looks cool. That looks amazing. Like that's a sick. Look at that.
that
A
is super
background like
sick.
that. A city drop. You can't beat that.
What if they had that like during the game, just sitting right there?
Yeah, so shout out to everybody who pulled up to the home stand against Kansas City and the Washington Nationals because it was cool, man. Got 2 series wins, 2 L's. I took an L that day, but in reality, I won.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you lose, you win, and that's what happened to me.
Creed. That's good.
Dude, I love it, man. I love the Padres. I'm excited for the next series. Speaking about next series,
Let's run it.
we have Cincinnati and
The Philadelphia Phillies.
I thought Arizona's coming up too.
Well, they're coming up at some point, but the what we're gonna end up covering this week before the next episode
the Phillies are still
is
in the league.
Cincinnati and the Phillies.
Remember what you
Well,
said
the
last
Phillies
week?
are still in the league. What is the Phillies record?
They're actually, I think, like in first place or something.
No
they're pretty good.
way.
Yeah, they started-
I'm a
Put some
baseball
respect on the
fan. It's
Phillies
like,
name.
What?
They started off trash and then they got good.
No way.
They're like out there, like neck and neck with the Mets right now.
No way. How did I miss this?
And the Mets, they've been tearing it up, dude. Juan Soto just hit 2 home
I
runs
know,
yesterday.
He started off cold.
We call him John in America.
That's a good
No
one.
comment.
But this series, I think, I mean, between the Phillies and Cincinnati, I feel like Cincinnati is gonna be like the main
I
test.
missed the Phillies. even
So
coming
it's
in.
crazy.
Yes,
I
yes.
damn, I didn't send it to you. And I didn't take notes on this. Nick Pivetta versus Pivetta versus Martinez.
Nick Martinez.
First, former Padre. First, battling Ram. The next 2 is gonna be really cool. I'm excited. Honestly, I think we're gonna sweep the goddamn Cincinnati Reds,
Yo,
give
that'd
them
be
the
sick.
red eye,
Red
and
eye, I love
when
that.
it comes to the Phillies, who doesn't like a cheesesteak? Let's eat them alive. And I think we're going to sweep them too. We're going to get on a hot streak because we're sick of losing. We know how to win, and now we found out how to lose. So, you know what? Let's find out how to win again. Go Padres. I think we're going to do very well on this away series.
I agree, man. I think they're gonna end up winning both series just like they did here at home because Padres are overdue. They need a nice little winning streak, so if they could pull away with a 5-game winning streak in this road trip, I'm gonna be stoked. Not guaranteed. It is baseball, but out of both series, I feel like the most difficult one's definitely gonna be out in Cincinnati against the Reds because the Reds are pretty hot right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Phillies are also
Ellie
pretty
De
out
La
there,
Cruz, baby.
but
Come on.
damn, they're a stacked team right now. And right now, when it comes to the Philly series, we're down a pitcher. I mean, you guys saw Berger get smashed on the ribs that like a couple days
Where's
ago.
Wally World, man? We need Waldron.
So somebody has to get called out. Whether it's Hart
Knuckleball Wall.
or Waldron, or I say even Darvish, bro. He just did a simulated game, did 51 pitches. Might as well. Hey,
So you're finally saying why you bullshitting, Darby?
Otani did a 1 inning. Darvish could do a 1 inning.
He did two. He did 2 1 innings. He pitched.
Oh,
an
Remember
inning.
you were talking about
that's right.
Dave
Against
Roberts
the Rockies or
pulling
whatever.
stunts?
I like his mind games.
but what I'm saying,
That's the only
mind
thing.
games-
Only thing I'll give
But
Dave
that's the
Roberts
thing.
for.
You said that early in the show. That's a mind game by pitching him 1 inning. Like you could have pitched 2.
You
3.
give the fans what they want. You keep him healthy.
Exactly.
He's our designated hitter.
Yeah.
So I
Before she
understand.
comes up and-
Do I like it as a Padre fan? No. Do I respect it as a baseball fan? And it is a chess game. And we all know. There's a game inside of a game.
It's not a big- it's not a big game.
If you get in someone's head, you already winning that one battle. Then you got to win the overall battle. Then you got to rally your team. There's so many segments to a game that is beautiful. And then, hopefully the umpires are calling a fair game because if they're not, that's a whole nother obstacle you got to avoid. So it's like, dude, I'm rooting for these Padres. These Dodgers are getting a lot of opportunities. Not saying they need it. Not saying they don't deserve it. But these Padres, I like the hard road that we're taking ourselves because we got to learn how to lose before we can be a champion.
And to be honest, they're not that far away from first place still. 5.5 games back. You can make it up.
That's nothing.
You're
We can catch up before the All-Star break, baby.
And you're going to see them in August anyway. So take your time. It's long, long season. Just halfway there.
So what do you feel about the new lineups, X Factor?
I like it. I mean, Merrill's second, Araya's fourth. At first, I was like, "This is unconventional," but then you think about contact hitter, and I've seen him so many times in that situation where they have guys first and second and third, and you're like, "Oh yeah, you would love the home run hitter up," but then you're like, "I would love someone who could just
Knock it.
Yes,
Kiss
exactly.
it. Kiss
right?
it in the
and
fucking
you start realizing
What
that
does Mud
you-
call it? A duck snort.
Yeah, because the difference between hitting a home run that way or that time versus a single, the odds are that you're gonna hit a single way more than you hit a home run, right? You hit
Straight up.
100. You have 100 over. He has over 100 singles in a season. He's not gonna have over 20 home runs, right? And so you have to change the perspective of what is expected as in that situation. And I've seen it so many times where he's up in that situation. I'm like, he doesn't need a home run. Just put it in. Just slap it. Just slap it into the gap, or a single will put 2 runs in. That's all.
My question to you, Vic, is,
I like it.
Run it.
Sheets a DH or is Sheets playing in the field?
Ooh.
Because I think Lockridge has better speed than
He's
Sheets,
faster,
but
for sure.
I do want
I
Sheets.
love
I do want Sheets' bat.
though.
I want his
for
bat.
sure.
I'm
a
going
good
to
question.
respond that with something that I've said this whole entire time.
DH.
Sheets is our DH.
Yeah, DH.
Extend
I knew
him,
he was gonna say that,
extend
yeah.
him,
And that's,
extend him.
That's real. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He's been playing a little bit of a better
Yeah.
left field as of late after he
Yeah.
hit the fucking wall the other day.
Yeah.
But, like, you don't need him in left field. Oh, he is a DH.
I agree with that.
He could maybe be a first baseman later on, but
Yeah.
Okay.
But then where do you
Lockridge-
put Arias then, right? We already
DH.
had that.
Rise goes to DH. But
I know, but that's the thing,
This
right?
question's for both of you
Arias
guys.
got better at first.
How do you
base
guys
this
feel
year.
about the kid Brooks? How do you guys feel about the new boot?
I like him. I like him a little bit better than Lockridge, to be honest.
So you put him in left.
I don't know.
No.
I don't. I need a.
I don't know enough either.
Yeah, I didn't need a bigger sample.
You
I
still
like him
got
'cause he's
Tirso.
local, but I don't know
You
enough.
got
Is he
Tirso down
fast?
in the
Is he
minors.
as fast as?
No.
No. See, that's the thing.
He is a speedster, but he's not.
It's
as
the thing,
fast.
speed
He's not
goes.
Lockridge fast. But who is Lockridge fast?
Yeah, that's.
Toddy ain't even.
I
nearly
know,
even
and
Lockridge
that's
fast.
that's a weapon later in the lineup to. But that's why
You want
he's
to talk
fast
about a
first.
weapon? You want to talk about a
Because
weapon?
he gets on the base.
Let's start with the letter W. What about Wade? Huh? What about Tyler Wade?
I like Wade. I think
Wade.
he's technically our left field at this
I
point.
agree.
Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, better than
I
the
think-
guy we left.
I think
let out.
I think he's a bench asset. He's a bench arsenal where like he's a bunter. He's the guy that moves somebody when you need him.
Yep.
Don't put him in the outfield because honestly, he hasn't impressed me as a left fielder. I know he's got the speed,
Yep.
but he hasn't impressed me.
He's
as a
better
left
than
fielder.
Lockridge, dude. Come on.
He's better than Sheets. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100, agreed.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
So we all know as Padre fans, you're hearing from all of us. We need a left fielder, Preller.
Yeah,
Come on,
that's why
AJ.
that's
Come
why-
on.
Come on, Boston.
Where is Profar?
Give us a call.
Where is Profar?
Suspended till 5 games. He's coming back.
And he's not even playoff eligible,
Boston,
dude.
where are you at? Hey, what are you doing right now?
So you're saying if the Braves or if the Padres get him, whatever, if the Braves make the playoffs, he can't even play at all.
He can't, dude. He's not playoff eligible.
So he got caught with the steroids.
Yeah, I mean, Padres knew
so
something
we all know
more,
he gave him to Tatis,
right?
so
That was the
let's
genius
let that
move to not sign him.
Straight up.
It's crazy. He started the season. I was at opening day where they played Atlanta, right?
You know what? You just opened my brain up to something else because I was a big Profar fan, and I know he's a big clubhouse guy.
Yeah, he is.
But maybe he was bad news.
That's the point that I was making, that the Padres probably knew something else, right? Because he shattered. I mean, they could have got him for not necessarily. They didn't have to pay godly numbers for him. Better, right?
Yeah, $12 million a year.
Yeah, exactly. But they must have known something else. That's what I thought. Especially that first game of the season, I'll never forget when Atlanta played opening day, and I'm like,
He was the first at bat.
Yeah, he was, and the fans love him, right? And I mean, he's a staple. But then 3 days later, he was like, gone. It's like maybe the Padres knew something. I don't know. I mean, you just don't know in that scenario. You really don't. But
I do know something. There's a special reason why that X Factor's on the show today. And if you want to
is there?
If you want to take over the mic.
Yeah, let's do it. We got time.
Hey, is this thing on?
So the reason why is he really wants to support people who are diehard Padre fans. You can't necessarily
Wait,
go to this
let
game.
me tell it. Let me tell it.
All right, go
let
ahead.
me tell him.
Let's go.
I mean, I'm a season ticket holder.
Look at the salt and pepper. He's seasoned.
No, hold on. Don't paint me like that. I didn't grow up like that, right? And so I do have season tickets. But, so I gave this a lot of thought, right? This is my first podcast. Didn't know what I was going to talk about. But the gift of giving is like the best thing you can do, in my book, right? I have a lot of kids. Everybody knows that. Baseball, in general, is... For me, in general, so if you want to know, is not just about the statistics, because I'm very analytical, but it's also about, like, the game, right? It's all positive. It's all good experiences. It's memories, right? And so I didn't have that growing up necessarily, right? And so I have it now, though. And so to give that back to somebody else is what you do in life, right? I'm able to give that back to my kids, those memories. I could share the story of
I got to go to a game with you. I was honored.
Yeah, well, and I have to share this story real quick. I'm watching the game a week ago, and I have to share this story. You know I have to,
dude,
right?
I was waiting for this.
Season ticket holder, I have to share this story. I'm watching the game. I'm not kidding you. I was kind of half asleep. I don't know why. I was kind of tired that day. Normally, I'm not that tired. I'm watching the game, and this commercial comes on Spectrum, and at the end of the commercial, during break, first inning nonetheless, right? I'm like, wait, I think I just saw my son on the TV, right? I'm like, nah, I'm tripping. That is, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then I was like, well, maybe I did. I told my wife, I was like, I think I just saw Mav. He's 6 years old. I'm on the TV, right? I was like, maybe I didn't, right? Maybe I didn't. So I have my phone out. I'm watching every commercial break. That commercial doesn't come back on, right? I was like, maybe I didn't see him. 4 days later, my second oldest daughter comes out of her room, like, yelling. She's watching something on Peacock, something completely opposite. She goes,
not a sponsor.
Yeah, right? She's all, Mav was just on the TV. I was like, what was the commercial? She's like, Summer Nights commercial for the Padres. Now, reflect back, I know that night because I was at the game with my kids and him. I know the scenario. And so they had videotaped him. For whatever reason, he just went off. The music was going off. He started dancing. This crowd came around him. He's only like 5 years old, right? But for whatever reason, the Padres zoned in on him. They didn't say anything to me. And this was a year and a half ago. And then they used his film inside the Padres. So as a dad, just like, dude, that's sick. And so to give that back to somebody, maybe that experience or whatever, that's what I'm all about, right? So I contacted the Padres because I couldn't find the commercial anywhere. Summer Nights, if any of you out there can find this commercial, I'll give you tickets on top of these tickets because I can't find it. So I reached out to the rep. No, I'm not kidding. I found every other commercial I saw that night, right? The Tease one. You've seen these all these other ones.
Yeah, the Summer
Yeah,
Nights.
I've seen everyone but that one. Can't find that one. So I reached out to the rep for the Padres. I like, find me that commercial because whatever. And he's like, I'll find it for you. I still can't find it. I thought YouTube would have it because normally they have that. Still not there. But I know for sure. I know the scene. I have it on my phone if you want to see it. I sent it to you the other day. I was like, whatever. At any rate, giving the gift of baseball to someone for multiple reasons is something that I like to do. Like, that's my character.
What you just described is a game can turn into a lifetime memory.
Exactly, but also
That's
an
beautiful.
opportunity, right? I didn't have those opportunities when I was a kid. No one took me to a game. I didn't grow up with a dad, right? I didn't have those things. And so if I can give that opportunity to someone else, dude, that makes me feel... Because I have the opportunity now, but I earned that opportunity to do that, and I would love to give it to someone else. So, that being said, go ahead. How do you want to give it away?
Well,
What receipts do you need for someone to win it? I don't know. I don't want to be the judge of that. You guys, it's your show. You decide.
All right.
I picked number 1, by the way. I'm not picking 5 next time. 4 people after my ass. Fuck that. Sorry,
All right.
F that.
So
right?
you heard it right here from Dave himself.
Oh, wait. See, section 109, first base side.
we won't tell you the seats because you're gonna win them. But section 109,
109,
first base side.
You'll catch
So-
a foul ball. Trust me.
We
Hey, babe, share this. Come on, let's go.
So on behalf of Dave, we will be giving away tickets to the first
First what?
person on the roulette. We're not gonna give you the disclosure just yet. Me and Smoke
Give
gonna
him something.
we're gonna figure it
Give him
out.
something to
But
live
just
for.
know tickets are coming on the way. So
Absolutely.
thank you for everybody who
I'll do
tuned
it
into the
again, too, I
giveaway.
don't care.
And thank you to everybody who tunes in through the YouTube, to the Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcast. Talking about Instagram, we did have a couple of comments, and I'm going to get to it right now. Humble Photography saying, great show, fellas. And on some Padre Talk, he was saying, how about Adrian Morejon as a closer?
I love that guy.
Dude, I like
Yeah,
him. I
he's
like
been
that.
stepping
No,
up.
I like
He's
him
been
over
stepping
And
up.
that's
Adams.
why
I like him over
Suarez is
Adams.
an option to trade because he's right there. I like
Thank
it.
you. I had to put him on board.
I mean, I
weeks
don't
ago.
wanna
He
trade
was-
Suarez,
he likes
but
Suarez. I
when-
like Suarez too.
No, I love him.
Who
but
doesn't
when
like
you got a
Suarez?
guy that can come up and do what he does, you know.
So I would say, if you really want this giveaway, 2 tickets by my boy X Factor donating to the Kick It Labs, to the SD podcast, comment X Factor on this post.
That's right. And
Ooh,
tune
I
in
like that.
next week, 4th of July weekend.
Mm,
It's going to happen. Let's get it.
let's get it.
Happy 4th of July, baby. You already know. Go Padres. Cincy, you ain't ready for brown and gold.
All right, sick. Okay, so we're almost about that line where we're getting close to leaving the show. Yeah, almost. But there
I could
was
do this all night.
there was this last bullet point that we wanted to get to. We didn't want to
yes.
make it part of the show
Fans.
because it's tough. It's
Yes.
tough, and I've said it before.
I agree.
I can't tell you how to be a fan, but just be a good fan, be a better fan, because everybody's
Good
out there.
segue, Vic.
And everybody's trying to enjoy themselves.
Wait, you got to do this if you take these tickets because I am a season ticket holder. You can't.
So, yeah.
What not to do and what to do because what this guy did.
So what this segment is called is heckler etiquette, and give us an
Yes.
example what not to do, Vic. What happened? What happened this weekend?
Yes,
So what
tell
not to
him,
do?
Vic.
Don't
If they
make
don't know.
a professional grown ass man that is a player cry.
About
dude.
no one's mama.
How could you do that, Vic? Though.
Well, see what happened is the Arizona player Marte,
Cattell Marte.
Yep.
Cattell Marte, second baseman, I think he is, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Plays for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Great, not great news, but big news all throughout baseball.
Sure.
They were in Colorado Rockies.
Yeah.
He got heckled, dude. He got heckled by
I
fans
wouldn't
so
even call it
hard.
heckling. I would call it
Abuse.
abuse.
There you go. A
Good,
verbal
yeah,
abuse
yeah, agreed.
by a fan in the
Agreed.
stands, dude. That he made him cry, dude, because he was talking shit, not only about him and his game, but talking about his family, dude.
Specific. His mom died in a I think a car accident. And,
Spec-
like that's off limits to me.
Specifically, his mom, who had just passed
that's-
away, dude.
Who
Not
does that?
cool.
Who does that?
Not cool.
I remember a week ago there was a fan talking about I could think was it Duran or whatever, like he was like suicidal, and
Oh, he was, yeah.
they were saying some
Yeah.
rude stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
like, you know what? There is heckle etiquette, and that's what we're gonna talk about today.
Let's talk
Like
about
he
it.
says, he's not trying to tell you how to be a fan, just be a better fan. There's no need to break someone's heart. You know, you can talk trash without cussing. You can talk trash without talking about people's family.
Yeah.
Dude, you know.
Even as much as I hate the Dodgers, I wouldn't go there.
You know what? Hey, Mookie
Never.
Betts got Dookie sweats.
Yeah.
That's a free one for you guys.
Jeez.
that is a heckling okay. What a heckling no is what happened this weekend. You don't need to hurt nobody. They're still humans at the same time. You know, I know that you look up to them like they're heroes, and you know they play amazing sports, but dude, they're still humans and they still deal with something. And it really sucks what happened. There's no need in any type of sports to try to break someone down like that.
Agreed. Did you see the umpire give him a hug?
Yeah.
That was I've never seen that in a game. You know, it's pretty bad if you see a baseball player. Remember, there's no crying in baseball, but that kind of comment, I can understand.
Yeah. There's a line, man.
There's a line.
There's a line.
I that was crossed.
We're not here to name drop. We're just saying let's be better as fans,
Yeah, I agree.
all across. You know,
I
I don't
agree.
like the Dodgers. I would never say nothing about no Dodgers mom. Nothing that they had to deal with personally. You know,
Yeah.
professionally, don't like them. They come a Padre like Manny Machado. Hey, let's go. You're a Padre.
Yeah, because I've been in the stands, dude, where there's heckling been told.
Yeah,
I mean,
heckling and that are
it's normal, dude. Like I remember a couple years back, I was like near the Western Metal Supply Building, you know, home run area, and since Joey Gallo was like an outfielder at the time, like they were talking mad shit about him, but like,
Jesse Winkler. Oh,
but they didn't cross the line, dude. And Gallo was out there, he heard it, but he was just like, whatever. There is a line, man, and just
well.
be
The
a better
silver
fan.
lining in this is that he got kicked out of the game and he got banned from baseball. Now, whether they can ban him from all games or whatever, but eventually his name will come out and his story will, you know, surface. I hope he doesn't be able to game like he doesn't deserve it.
yeah, dude,
He doesn't deserve it.
I mean, there is AI facial recognition now, so yeah, he's
he doesn't
done.
believe it, but
He's
at
no
any
longer
rate,
accepted in MLB ballparks.
I just think it's hard to ban somebody.
You played yourself.
You know, but yeah, you played
whether
yourself.
it's hard or not, he deserves to be banned.
You know what? He deserves to be taught a lesson. If that's a lesson you had to learn, that's a lesson that I hope we all learn as fans. You don't want to get banned. I'm a diehard fan. I'm about to go to an Angels game in 2 weeks. Why? Because I'm a fan. Are they playing the Padres? No. But I'm going to go there because I love baseball.
Anaheim is beautiful.
I would hate to be 86 from every single stadium in baseball for saying something that you don't really believe in. I don't think that kid knew what he was saying.
Well,
he was just being rude.
Wait a minute.
Maybe
Hold
he
on,
knew,
hold
but he
on.
was just being
said something
rude.
personal. It's different than saying you don't know what you're saying.
Well, no,
Say I want you. Like Mike Tyson says things that don't make sense, right?
What I mean
wanna
is-
Broke
hear-
my back.
Yeah, exactly. That's different than saying.
What
hey,
I mean
let's
is,
just say your
this
mom
guy
was.
doesn't
That's
this
different,
guy
right?
doesn't
There's
know him as a
different
kid.
things,
He
right?
didn't grow up with this guy. This guy doesn't know him personally.
But he knows something personal about him. That's
Yeah,
different
dude,
than
he
I'll
knew.
murder your unborn kids. That's
Okay.
like okay.
I
I'm not saying that's acceptable.
rebuke my last statement, but it is uncalled for. Hey, you know
I'm
what?
not saying
I'm
it's
all
acceptable.
I'm all for talking trash.
I'm not saying. It's
But hey, you know what? You gotta talk trash your class because it's a professional sport. You gotta be a professional fan.
And aside from trash talk,
Yeah, that was
please,
good.
please do not try to steal the ball away from any outfielder. That's also not cool.
Unless it's the Dodgers.
Nah, dude. I mean, you saw it in New York against the Dodgers. You saw it happen to Mike Trout. Not cool. Don't do that.
You know what? Don't do that. It's hard. You know, it's almost once in a lifetime to get a ball. Have you ever caught any ball? I got a foul
Oh,
ball
hold
one
on,
time.
hold
One
on.
time I got a foul
wait,
ball.
so our guest, these seats, last year I got 2 balls, right? The first one, I'll
Finally
tell you,
got 2 balls.
No, 2, not in the same game, but I will tell you the first story of the first one. Sitting with my wife, and you know, whatever, foul ball comes, I caught it with my bare hands, right? I was so
Locked in.
locked in. Hold on, I was locked in that I caught it, but I was so like foreign to me that I had it that I instantly gave it to a kid that was sitting 2 seats, right?
It
This was
happens.
just like an instinct to me. My wife doesn't necessarily love baseball like I do, but I was like, boom, I caught it, I handed it to him. To my defense, this kid didn't even come around and say thank you to me. I was like, I don't give the ball to get thanks, but I was like, dude, you know, I know I gave him a gift that he would remember, but it was such a moment. So, I mean, yeah, there's a chance there. And normally I'll give you a tip. Arias will throw balls. He throws it in the second deck almost every time. Merrill will throw it close. other players that would always throw it in this section, Pujols, when he played for the Angels, would even though they normally throw it to the other section, whenever the play ends in him, he would throw it. There's certain players that throw the ball in certain sections, and so
he's talking about the giveaway to a greater good.
Giveaway, the
You
seeds
already
that
know.
I have, yes, that I'm giving away. I'm giving a memory away, a possible memory.
All you gotta do is comment X Factor on this video right here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would love for someone to take their kid to the game. That would the first one. Who knows? I might give away more.
You know,
Well,
we
I might
Dave?
give away more. I don't
we
know. I got
demand
80
demand in
more
the signed
game-
contract.
or,
They gotta send us at
40.
least one
40
picture.
more games that I'm not gonna go to all 40 games, so I don't know. I would love for that first fan to take their kid to the game, whatever it is. It's not it doesn't have to be that, but it would be a cool thing because that's the joy I have.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what, X Factor? That's a cool thing that you're putting tickets up to donate and give away. That's really
Shit,
cool. For
I'm
you.
a giving person. What are you gonna say?
yeah, and I mean, we've done it before.
They give the baseball. What else can you give?
We've done it before here
See,
where we're
ticket
giving away
holder right here.
tickets. And actually, Triple OG Comics, they hooked us up with the pictures of their experience in the game. So maybe we could do
I love
something similar.
that. Yeah.
So when you do win, and I hope all you win, only one will
I'm
win.
picking number one.
Send me some
whatever it is,
pictures.
whatever it is, I don't want.
Comment X Factor to
Yeah.
win the tickets right here.
Listen, whatever that wheel is, how you figure it out, I'm not picking 5, 4, 6, 9. It's whoever's the first one.
Hey, you heard
I
it.
don't want
Hey.
the dawn against me.
Hey, so
I
next
don't
week
want
the first
dawn.
one wins
Yeah,
next
the
week.
first one.
So
There you go.
all you gotta do is comment X Factor. We'll take notes. We'll do that little spin thing again next
And
week.
we have the
Tune in.
luxury of whatever game that is too. We can pick that.
Beautiful.
An
Next
hour
week,
and
next-
20 minutes. That's how
next-
we do it, baby.
Next homestand, whatever.
TBD.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Thanks for having me on the show. This is my first podcast. I didn't even know how it was gonna go. And I enjoyed my time, and I love talking sports, love talking Padres. But so thank you. I don't know if you guys know, we all play baseball together. On top of that, we live. Listen, we live the game on top of talking about the game, which is different than other people that just talk about the game. We play it. Like we all know each other in that
Shortstop,
way.
baby.
Now, listen, me and him have the biggest rivalry. I wouldn't call him a Dodger.
No, they hate each other in the field. That's for sure.
No, because we're gamers in that way, right? But
I love this man, but on the field, he ain't my
but here's
guy.
the thing. I'm thankful for you having a show and talking sports. I can always talk sports, and the fact I can give something away, and thank you.
Hey, well, we appreciate you coming to X Factor, man. You're an awesome person. Victor V, you're always
Thanks,
amazing.
Vic.
Go Padres.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad you were here about it. What's the final thought, Vic?
Man, I think it was an awesome show. It was beautiful to have a guest again. So, Dave, thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And honestly, the conversation flowed pretty well.
I thought so too, and I was super nervous. But I didn't. I mean, like it felt. Well, we all know each other, so it flowed a lot better than I thought. It might, just in general for me. So that was good.
That's right.
We got to give this guy a drum set next time.
Yeah, so once again, everybody who tuned in through the YouTube, through the Instagram, if you're listening to this later on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, thank you. Really appreciate the support to the SD Podcast, to Kick Labs.
Shout out
It was-
Africa, Indonesia.
It was a great,
Asia,
great, great
Japan.
episode.
I love you guys.
But we do have to get up out of here. We're rooting for the boys on this road trip.
ASMR.
You already know. Next week, we got the tickets. Next week, we got more surprises for you. We'll see you then. LFGSD, baby.
Oof.